I have some cool stuff to show you how percents can be paired with divisibility rules in quant comparison questions to make it seem like maybe you don't have enough information to solve when in fact you do. Remember, a lot of times we mistake not having enough variables and equations for something that's actually solvable, especially in quant comparison. So let's go through a tricky problem now and show you how it actually is solvable, even though it doesn't seem like it is.
All right, we've got percents and divisibility here. As I said, one of my favorite topics. This may seem like you don't have enough information to solve, but let's see how you actually might. Now, it says 10% of the dogs at the park are brown and 5% of the cats are orange. So how would we make that equation? Well, for the dogs, we would say 0.1D is equal to B for brown. Or in other words, 1 over 10D is equal to brown. Or in other words, D over 10 is equal to brown. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that the minimum value of dogs is going to be 10, right? Because it's a multiple of 10. So we're just going to write minimum value dogs is equal to 10. Now, could it be 20, 30, 40? It could, but this is really cool, and you're going to see why it won't necessarily matter. Now, let's do the cat part. 5% of cats are orange, okay? Well, that means 0.05 cats. We'll say O with a thing through it so it doesn't look like a 0. So then we would, if we want to get this into fractions, remember 0.05 is the same thing as 5 over 100 or 1 over 20. So we could say C over 20, because that's the same thing as 1 over 20C, is equal to orange. What does that mean the minimum cats has to be? Well, the minimum cats has to be 20 itself. So if the minimum cats is 20 and the minimum dogs is going to be 30, we know that 10 plus 20 at a minimum, right? At a minimum is 30 for the total. So no matter what the total is, could be 30, could be greater. Quantity A is always going to be greater than quantity B, so the answer here is A. So this is one of those questions that you're going to look at and say, wait, I don't have enough to solve because I don't know how many dogs are in the park and how many cats are in the park. But you just had to figure out the minimum value. Once you knew the minimum was greater than 25, we knew quantity A was greater than quantity B.